Welcome to Handy Mandarin. Discover the fastest and easiest way to create your own expressions in Chinese freely. Hello, 我是 Leslie. I am Leslie. So from this class, I will speak more and more Chinese. In last class, we learned how to describe an affair or introduce something, and we have the idea of the structure of the positive statement and some vocabularies, right? So we know we should put the subject, verb, and object in order to describe somebody do something or introduce somebody's identity, like I am Leslie, 我是 Leslie. So today, I will give you the structure of the negative statement. Before we start, I want to give you more new words and sentences. Then you will have more fun in making more sentences yourself. Anyway, I want to give you more words of food. I think this is very important for you, especially for Chinese people. In our mind, food is very important. Okay, let's see what the new words I give you here. Some Western food in Chinese. So first one, pizza. Pizza. Then, 汉堡. 汉堡. 意大利. 意大利. Now you will say, 意大利 is not a food, it's a country. Yes, because I want to give you more food of Italy. So, I must introduce this word to you first. And these three words, I think that you will get the feeling that why this English pronunciation and Chinese pronunciation is so similar. Yes, in Chinese, we have some foreign language words. Because originally, we don't have these words or these things in China. So when we got it, we just imported this food. Some translation is not so important. So people prefer to keep the original pronunciation. So like pizza and 汉堡 and 意大利. So especially like the country's name, we prefer to keep their original pronunciation as much as possible. And of course, we will use the Chinese characters for these words, and we prefer to find the good meaning Chinese characters. This is also show our respect to their original culture. So next one is 牛肉 牛肉 鸡肉 鸡肉 面 面 So from these three words, let me explain something here. You should notice is 牛 and the 鸡, they stay with the meat. So meat, we have learned in last class. So 牛 means cow, cattle, or ox. So all this we call it 牛 together. So 牛肉, we put the 牛 and the 肉 together is beef. 鸡肉, same. So chicken is 鸡 and meat, 鸡肉 together. Now it's time to explain that the noodle. So noodle is 面. So generally for all kinds of noodle, Japanese noodle or Chinese noodle, any kind. And here, if we say we put these two words together, as pasta, spaghetti. We say 意大利面，意大利面。So you can imagine why Chinese give this name. So next time, if you order spaghetti or pasta in China, and you can say 意大利面. So I want to show you that how Chinese people create a new word, because usually Chinese people prefer to find the existing word and put them together. It's easy for people to understand the new word, because each independent and individual Chinese character has its own basic meaning. And if you put them together, it's very easy to tell what's the meaning for this word. But let me make clear here, it doesn't mean that you can separate any word into individual syllables, because if you separate verbs, verb, adjective, adverb, this kind of way doesn't work, because if you separate, no meaning at all. Maybe for most of the nouns, you can just do this way, because maybe it's helpful for you to understand the original meaning of something. But please keep in your mind, don't separate the verb, adjective, or adverb. I saw many people, they learn in this way, but the bad result is they forgot the whole word. And when they make mistake, when they make the sentence, they cannot find the word properly. One word, just one word, they must stay together. This is just like telephone. You cannot say tele and phone. Yes, for the noun it works, but for the verb, for example, like you say tell, you cannot say te or ll. You cannot separate. This is the same in Chinese. One word is one word. Separation could cause big misunderstanding. Okay, so let's continue that we will use all these words in the sample sentences. Now, it's time to show you the structure or word order of the negative statement. So, negative word, we must get 不. So, 不 is very strong emotion. So that's why you see people use the fourth tone. Same as English, you have not, right? So not means 不. Then we should know the position of 不 in a sentence. So I heard lots of teachers said, or in some books they said, put the 不 before the verb. I don't agree with this, because this is not very general explanation. This is only work for the sentence with 不 or with the verb. Generally, I will say, please put the 不 before the part you want to deny. So what does it mean? Deny means, for example, you want to deny your identity, or you want to deny your comment, or you deny some opinion, or deny some verb. So all these parts together, I call them the part you want to deny. Then please put the 不 before it. Okay, now you got this idea. I will show you some sentence. So like last class, I gave you the English sentence. Please translate them into Chinese. And then you can check our answers. Okay, so let me just do the first one for you, and you can just follow my example to do yourself later. My parents don't go to Beijing, they come to Shanghai. I hope you still remember how to say parents. I don't give you all the English translation, but I would mention here that we say don't. Don't go to Beijing. This is like do not. So how to say go to Beijing and put the 不 before go to Beijing, right? Then they come to Shanghai. That's the positive way. So positive sentence, it's easier. Okay, so please just do yourself. Just please pause this record first. After you finish all the sentences, we just check together. Now it's time to check your Chinese translation. Let's do one by one. First one. 我的爸爸和妈妈不去北京，他们来上海。Okay, I think some people very careful. They notice that here we say 不, not 不, right? Yes, actually, the not in Chinese has two sound or two syllables. Actually, they are same Chinese characters. But why it got the two tones? There's some rule. Actually, I don't think it can be called a rule, because the rule is very strict, and some very strict just made by the people. But in this case, this is not the intentional rule to say it, because you see the word after the 不 is 去, so 去 is also fourth tone. So people notice that when you read four tones twice, nearly impossible to make them, and your throat cannot bear it. You can try yourself. 不去, very strong, two strong tones, so very hard to make them. So that's why your throat automatically adjusted, and 不去, it's more comfortable. So you can see this rule is not made by people. It's just limited by the physical structure of your throat. So that's why I don't name it as a rule. But so if this is not rule, it means it's not so strict for you to must get it perfectly, because when you say this sentence and your throat automatically work in this way. So the more important thing is just you tell people the sentence, not the one word. I mentioned several times, right? So if your pronunciation is not perfect, people still get it. So this is one first point I want to stress here again. And the second one, and how Chinese people separate the sentence. So you should notice this is just like English. I just put the space or space between the words. So you can see 我的 is mine and 爸爸 is father. So let's one word, the syllables stay together, and between them, then we put the space. So if you're familiar with all the vocabularies, and later your expression become much easier, or your reading comprehension can be improved as well. I will show you later. And the third point I want to figure out here is, so you can see Beijing and Shanghai. I didn't stress this in last class. So Beijing, we didn't put the B and Shanghai S in capital letter, because in Chinese we have we use the Chinese characters in writing, so we don't use the English spelling, the syllables for writing. So Chinese characters has no idea and no of the capital letter or lowercase. And the same for the start. the start of the sentence, we don't require the first letter must be the capital, because this is just translation. It's not the series or real writing for people daily life. So that's the point I want to stress again. Okay, now let's check the rest sentence. 他的朋友不是意大利人。So Italian. So of course we call Italy people. You see, I put the 人 and the 意大利 together, no space between them, because this is like one word. It's one concept. They should stay together. And also, 不, again, this is the fourth tone here. So before it, we change the tone. Anyway, the 不 before the 是, because I want to deny is an Italian. So that's why we put 不 before 是. Next one. 他的姐姐不喜欢吃牛肉. See? Here we got the fourth tone again, because 喜欢 is not the fourth tone. We can get our basic tone. And 不喜欢吃牛肉. 喜欢, not like. That's why I want to deny like. That's why we put the 不 before 喜欢, not 吃. Otherwise, it's very strange. You like not eat. Of course, you don't like, right? Okay, next one. 我的弟弟和他的朋友不要米饭。他们要可乐和牛肉汉堡。So here is 不 again, and this one I didn't put them together because there are two things. 牛肉汉堡, two concepts that maybe you'll say, oh, that the beef burger is one concept, one thing. Yes, this is also acceptable, and you can put together, because put together or not put them together won't affect people's understanding. So next one, so this one is the negative word before that want, don't want. So 不要米饭 and 他们要可乐和牛肉汉堡. So we have the 和 in these two sentences. Next one. 他不喜欢学中文，我们喜欢。Second one also can be 我们喜欢学中文。So not like 不喜欢。Here, but that's connection words. Do you remember our rule? No connection words between or construction words between the sentence, please. And here, because this is the part we already said in the first part, so we need them to repeat. Just say 我们喜欢, or you say 我们喜欢学中文 for the complete sentence is okay, no problem. Next one. 他们不要披萨和汉堡，他们要意大利面。2 points here. 2 points here. First, English you say or, but Chinese say and. So they don't want both of them. That's why they say and, not or. And also this conjunction words here, we don't translate, right? And want, or that the want is the verb, the part we want to deny, don't want, or 不要. And next one, 我不喜欢喝中国茶，我喜欢吃中国菜。So 中国茶 is one concept, 中国菜 is one concept. So we put them with no space. So next one is 你的妹妹不喜欢牛肉面，她喜欢鸡肉面。I think until this sentence, you already understand all the details of the structure of the negative sentence, right? Good. Now, I show you another negative word. So another negative word is 没. So 没 is very unique. This negative word doesn't work for the other verbs or other denied part. Only work for verb of 有. So always stay with 有. No other possibility. So let's see that so 没 is here and 没有. So 有 is have, has. 没有 means have no, has no, or don't have, doesn't have. So let's see the English sentence. Please try yourself. Pay attention, this is plural form. Okay, let's finish all the translation. Then we check. The first one, 他们没有意大利披萨。他们没有 so have no, don't have, 没有 not 不有. Please keep this in your mind because when people say something later, they always forget at the beginning, right? Because the memory is still not so strong. But just please try yourself to memorize or remind yourself. Okay, so next one is 我们没有中国啤酒 so 没有 Next one 他没有上海朋友 Are you correct? I think you can manage them all. Next one, plural form 你们没有中国面和意大利面 Here is and. That's second tone. 和 Okay. Next one is 你的朋友没有姐姐和妹妹 See, the sisters. Of course, I didn't give you the word of sisters. But you know, sister means elder sister and younger sister. So you can make this words yourself. Before I gave you the best choice. But people understand it, right? This is more important. Next one. 我的妈妈没有茶和水 Chinese is and tea and water. My mother doesn't have both. Okay. 我没有弟弟，我有哥哥。Here, I said, but it's the conjunction word, so needn't translate. And it's not so important unless you want to stress the number one brother, two brothers or something. But generally, with general idea, needn't translate it. And next one is 他的朋友没有猫，他有狗 Same idea. Right? So here, same. Okay, great. So we learned two negative words. Only the Chinese language, or called Mandarin, only has these two negative words, but may only stay with the 有. Okay, let's just check our summary together. This summary is for the positive and the negative together. So we know we use this model, subject, verb, and object to describe and affair or introduce something. In last class, I mentioned how Chinese people deal with the single and plural forms in the sentence. We have the general description, needn't stress the number, and if you want to stress that the how many, how much, you must translate the verb. Otherwise, you needn't translate a, an. Then verb tense. All the sentence we will practice until the lesson of the times. All the sentence we will focus on the present tense, no past tense or future tense. Third one is sentence conjunction words. So but, while, and cannot be used between the sentence. So and only are used in between the noun, not sentence. So that's all the idea of the positive statement. Then today we talk about the structure of the negative statement. We have two negative words, 不 and 没. So I didn't put the second tone of 不 here because this is just some automatical change in our pronunciation, not the rule. So basically we only have two, 不 and 没. So 不 work for any part we want to deny. Then we put the 不 before them. And 没 only stay with the 有. Please keep this in your mind. So that's the position in a sentence. Okay, I think until here you already can you can make lots of sentences yourself, especially in the restaurant. You can explain to people what you want, right? The very general food, but it's already quite convenient for you. This is the big progress. So from the next one, and we start the formal chapters of our book, Communication Chinese. So each one has very useful daily topic. I hope you enjoy. Great. See you next time. For more content just like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click on notification bell so that you are the first to be notified when here are new videos released.